can't hear it through my headphones the way I have the audio routed, so just let me know. Okay. Alright then. Does anybody want to give a countdown, or should I?
3, 2, 1. Sparking it up.
Alright, so sorry if there's a lot of dead air. This is one of the more difficult Super Metroid runs, and rarely do I ever like commentate what I'm doing. So please forgive me on that if it's a bit lackluster in that regard. So every Super Metroid run, every full game run starts a series. It's the same thing every time. You got Ridley. You either shoot him 100 times to make him fly away, or you just lower your health below 30, and that'll get him to fly away, and that's obviously a lot faster, so that's what we're going to do here. If you hit him 100 times with the beam, then that makes him fly away too, but obviously that's a lot slower, so... yeah.
When's kill Ridley 1 RTA?
They're actually like damageless quote-unquote categories that have to do that. They're obviously not very popular, but they do exist, and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Turn around through a steam there to get up because I bumped my head. But at least we're out of there. So most SM categories are basically the same for like the first 7 minutes. Like the main diverging point for categories is usually after supers, do they go into the reserve tank room or not? But this category obviously doesn't. This category only gets 14 items, so it's very similar to any percent now, like the Fantoon first route. It's gonna look pretty much exactly the same for the first like 15 minutes. What's up, cat? Good luck.
We're getting rolling.
Wish me good luck, I guess. Just off a little bit. Probably see me make a few mistakes because I haven't touched these rooms in a while, and interestingly, the early game rooms are some of the hardest in the game, especially for me. Much better the second time around. So now we got the first 2 items, the planets awake, quote unquote. So we'll start actually seeing some things other than ourselves now in this game. Wow, that was actually a really good room, even though my counts are kind of low now because of that. Okay, I've actually never done that before with like that low count, so I'm gonna need to get a drop here. Okay. Like that was a really, really good pit room, but I kind of punished myself for doing that a little bit. That swag deboost. Do I have a lot of safe strats? There's only, like, pretty much the main safe thing I do is if I kill Ridley, and after his drops I only have like a little over 200 energy, I'm probably grabbing his energy tank because Lower Norfair Escape is pretty hard to survive with less than 200. That's like my main safety. Other than that, not really. I do a lot of, I guess what you could call natural gameplay strats, if you know what I'm talking about. So most of what I do is not, doesn't really change depending on like pace or ammo, health, that sort of thing. They're all more on the consistent side, I would say. Let's see if we got this. I didn't swap the missiles for some reason. That's okay. Okay, good. I probably will save before Mother Brain, but I really shouldn't have to do anything safer than that. It's just like, even me, with how good of a track record I have against Mother Brain, I could still like easily lose a run there in this category, so I probably will save before fighting her, because saving's only a 10-second investment, and obviously you can't really get your run back if you don't save and then something dumb happens during the fight, so that's probably the main thing I'll do. Just to make sure this finishes if it reaches that point. No drop, that sucks. Cat started chirping at birds.
My cat does the same shit.
Yeah, I don't really...
It's like not. It's like what you said. It's like a chirp, but like still kind of a meow.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to converse with it or something.
Trying to like speak its language.
Yeah, I'm one of you. Right, good, we got some missiles. Missiles, pretty much everything is really valuable at this point in the run, with the first boss coming up pretty soon, hopefully. Knock on wood. Fancy door opener strat. Hopefully I don't take a hit here. Oh, good, we did it. Oh, he's not dead. That sucks. I laid it a little too low. Alright, so the next 2 minutes or so is basically the hardest sequence in this category. I'll try to explain why.
This is when you traverse.
Wait.
direction.
Alright, Alright, good. First try CWJ. Thank God. Compared to Oats and Zos, that's definitely... compared to them, that's my weakest part in these runs, is my ability to get over the moat. Second worst would probably be killing the ghosts that we got coming up next. I don't know how much Joe can explain about it, but pretty much I have next to no items for this guy, and he has 2,500 health, and missiles do 100. And even though supers do 600, like he's weak to them, they make him enrage, which wastes like 18 seconds whenever that happens. So I can only use them as a finisher. So I pretty much have to hit him with 19 missiles and a super to kill him. So I'm kind of at the mercy of what he drops from his flames and his patterns and all that sort of thing. And he does 40 damage, so yeah. It can be a rough fight if he just wants it to be. A lot because of pace.
And item drops too, I imagine. If you get shit drops afterwards.
It was a pretty bad first round. So he's giving me a slow, almost certainly. Unless this is like a rare mid. Nope. But
come on. And you see the method he's using with the missile shots. I believe it's called the doppelganger. That's correct.
the doppelganger is true.
The Doppler. I was close enough. I got the first part right.
I like the version.
Dang. I didn't fire super there. Wow, he was very forgiving. That's really good. So I kind of got punished, or I could have gotten punished for not properly firing a super at the end of that third round, but he gave me 2 fast in a row, which also let me get a lot more stock than I would have otherwise, so that's good.
Oh.
I got the bare minimum PBs basically, but everything's looking pretty good from that. Shaky.
So pretty much as long as he like stutter steps towards Phantoon and fires missiles at him, you can get more of them in there, giving you some less cycles.
Yeah, that wasn't a good fight, obviously, but important thing is we didn't die, so the run can continue for quite a while now.
I did.
Yeah. 2 slows, 2 fasts. Pretty much all the enemies in this area deal around 30 damage as well, so I have to be careful for that.
You kept rolling it with a crispy chip.
What's up? Good. I forgot I was doing that farm strat until a second before I did it, and I did do it, so that's good. Is the balance good? Because this is like the time to tell me if something's off.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay. So now I should hopefully start remembering what I'm doing better in this run. Now that we got this purple suit, it's going to protect us from damage and heat and all that sort of thing. So now with Gravity Suit, the environment deals a quarter of its normal damage to us. We also can move freely in water and lava to some extent. and lava and heat don't damage us anymore, which is normally what you'd experience by getting Various Suit first, is not getting damaged by heat. But it's much faster to route in a lot of categories to grab Gravity before Variant by like around 2 minutes, if not more, for a lot of categories that are full game and aren't like an RBO type thing or 100%. That Oh, I need this guy. Almost forgot. Need a PB to blow open a tube coming up so that when we come back through this area later on to get to Meridia, the door is basically open for us. Fortunately, I wouldn't have needed to do that if Fantoon just dropped me another power bomb, but he can be pretty stingy about that.
Dropping the bomb.
Alright, so this is probably the thing I'm most likely to screw up. You'll probably see why with how I do it, so hopefully I can do it. Alright, the super was almost too early, but we got him. We got the boost. We got good ammo. Yep. Hardest boss down. What's up, Dingus, Zosti, 2Cat, everybody? So to explain that, when Kraid comes out of the ground, it lags a lot. So to reduce that, you can bounce on the spikes and morph. And Samus is only drawn to the screen every other frame when she's has invulnerability. So that reduces lag, that fact that she's not drawn to the screen every other frame. So then you just have to maneuver back in a quick kill position and morph ball, which is a little tricky. And then I fire the supers at point blank range, or try to, because that also saves a handful of frames over just shooting them normally. So grabbing this energy tank is actually RNG, and the game was not being nice to me there. Because of the way collision works in this game, it thinks I'm colliding with either the energy tank or the block next to it. And for the first 5 times, the game said, no, you're colliding with the block next to it, not the energy tank. So that's why that took me a while to grab that.
Dude, I've always wondered about that. Like that tank, and I think there's some other one. But like, it just seems so impossible to just hit it like directly on every time.
Yeah, how it's programmed, it's literally a 50% chance. How the game decides what tile you're actually colliding with when you are technically, or like colliding with 2. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that's why for the first 5 times it looks like I was making a mistake. It actually just was the game saying, no, you gotta try again. Alright, so we powerbombed there for some ammo. Got pretty lucky actually. Now we got our second to last, or our second and our last beam upgrade in the game. The Ice Beam. Which, obviously if you don't know, freezes things and also boosts beam damage a little bit. With that, I can also explain why that happens. So, for the first frame that you like run off of something, the game ignores where your cannon is positioned and has you fire straight forward instead. So instead of firing angle down at that platform, I fired straight forward. Now we're killing those guys because I need a PB. Basically, we want as much health and ammo as we can get before the next area.
So you did just pick up the ice beam, which is what this category is evolving around.
Yeah.
The 14% category, there's actually two of them, ice and speed. I don't know if you wanted to give a quick TLDR with the differences.
Yeah, basically,
getting ice and speed.
40% is the max amount of items a human can, or the minimum amount of items a human. Sorry, I'm butchering my words while I'm trying to farm. Wow, I got a super there. That's pretty lucky.
Oh yeah.
That's not good. Yeah. See if I can get this back up jump. Not really. Okay, we're just gonna wait. I messed up. So what I was trying to do there was farm with the missile. So this is a gravity jump, and this works by jumping and then early into the jump taking off gravity suit, which changes the physics around us. It like maintains our like momentum from jumping, but it changes how it reduces because we took our free movement underwater, under liquid off, rather. That was not a down back. It's gonna be hard to explain things, I think, from here on out until I actually get out of this area. Especially,
Yeah, this part is really intense.
especially this room. Run could kind of, sort of be put on life support if I screw this up, so just give me a moment. Alright, good start. Let's finish it off. Okay, that's fine.
Finish.
Room is very laggy after doing that. Okay, we got ball overhead, so extremely unlikely to die until we get to Ridley at this point with that. I think because of how clean that room was, mostly. No, not really, because you have very little offensive capability to like dispatch things that lag, if that makes sense. So, nah, there's not really anything you can do about lag. It's different in speed, because you can Shine Spark, you can deal a lot of damage to things depending on the layout of the room, and like kill things that would otherwise lag the room. So, yeah, fortunately not in most cases in this category. It's been really good start. When I say that.
God, straight.
Okay, I'm gonna take these guys safe because, well, they're knuckleheads. Five supers is pretty good to have before farming for Ridley. Thanks, Zost. It's funny because that's actually like, I just did it because it's easy, but apparently it's just the best thing to do. Yeah, I didn't want to trigger this guy. It's fine though. 2 supers, please. Okay. Please. Please give me 2 supers. There's 1. Okay, that was pretty good. Could have been stuck there for a lot longer. Okay, that was not a good idea. I jumped a little too high there. Didn't start by going immediately. So Ridley in this category, okay, so Ridley will not swoop until he goes below 80%. That's not a good idea. He's pogoing backwards. So that's why he's gonna be pogoing for like the first like minute, pretty much. Which makes it easy to like unload these charge shots into him as long as you can avoid his tail and manipulate where he's facing, which is not too bad once you figure out how he works. You just have to be careful because a lot of the short pogos not only are they more likely to hit you if you try to roll, but they make it harder to manipulate his position based on how he functions. This first swoop is always the highest, and it's a lot harder to like dump stuff into him when he does that first swoop. But these rests are going to be at like a more height that's easier to deal with, I guess you could say. So now he's gained the ability to swoop, obviously. So now the fight's just a lot of reading what he should, quote-unquote, be doing and handling it appropriately. So after power bombs, if he turns to face you, he's going to pogo. If he doesn't, he's going to swoop. So that's what I'm looking for when I jump onto a short hop. Is he facing me? Nope, he's going to swoop.
You really want to have your knowledge set with this fight too, because if you don't know everything Overfiend and more the top players know about, especially Ridley here, it's like it becomes like impossible if you're like someone like me that just goes into the fight raw without understanding shit.
Alright, now he's enraged because I brought his health below 9k. So now it should only take all the supers I have, which deal 600 each to him, and about 33 or so charge shots. See there, pseudo. Even the charge shot kept you vulnerable to flames there.
Yeah, just another 30 charge shots, no big deal.
Yeah, I've already done so many. I haven't been counting though. That's kind of bad. My health is so high that like nothing can really happen, or should happen. He also can kind of give a cue of when he's dead anyway, even if you don't keep count, so... Okay, that didn't look like it. Nope. Okay, he's not dead yet. Are you dead now? No. I'm just gonna wait till after this pogo. He might be dead after it. Okay, yeah, he looks dead. It's kind of me punishing myself for not counting there, but that's okay. I had plenty of health to work with. Alright, we have 249, so that should be enough to more or less comfortably survive Lower Norfair, especially because I'm going to farm up high right on my way out. But we'll see how this goes. Alright, 237. It's not as much as I would want, but we could be given some good luck here. That'll make Three Musketeers less of a heart attack. Like that. That was good RNG. So we just saved ourselves 40 damage. Now we're gonna like try to move in a certain way to manipulate these guys' patterns. Alright, this guy's in a good position. Have they parted like the Red Sea? Yes, they have. Okay. So we have 230 going in the boulder room. So I would have to have like an aneurysm or something to not survive at this point, thankfully. It's been a pretty good escape so far too. Hasn't been much wrong with Lower Norfair besides me not counting Ridley shots. is low percent any percent? No, it's got a similar amount of items now due to the routes both being fan-tuned first, but no. There are some key differences. Mainly any percent getting high jump boots and wave beam, I'd say. I think those might be like the biggest two. Wasn't expecting to make that ledge, I stuttered there for a second. Okay. If that hopper jumps slow, you can deboost off of him. Otherwise, you just gotta butt heads like that. Alright, made it out of Norfair. Yeah, compared to low percent ice, any percent gets wave, spazer, high jump, another missile tank, has the option to grab a lot more things than that if it wants to, obviously, because it's any percent and not low percent, where we're basically restricted to these items you see here. Now I'm going to grab... The last item will be Botch Wound's energy tank after we get past him. But what you see here is more or less all I have to beat the rest of the game. But we've already made it more than halfway past the game, so it won't be too hard. Do another gravitation jump here, because otherwise it's pretty difficult to make it up this mountain. I didn't get as much height as I wanted to, so... Gonna save it with a wall jump. Might have to do that later when we come back through that area. You'll see. So we got Bachu next. He's got one of 4 opening patterns, and they each sort of have their own difficulty to them, like whether you can one-round them or not. He's got a pattern that's more or less impossible to one-round, and he has a pattern that's like very, very free. But the other 2 are kind of like middle of the road, so we'll see what we get. My super input got eaten by lag there, but that wasn't too bad. It's a pretty fast 2-round. That's like the second easiest pattern to 2-round out of the 4. And I was in a position to do that, but I just didn't have my second to last super come out like I wanted it to. That was early. Okay, so now we gotta farm back up, because we spent almost all our ammo taking out the snake.
Farming it up?
Yeah. Only 2 power bombs kinda sucks, but it's not a big deal. It only makes things a tiny bit faster, really, on Dragon. Am I watching my pace? I have splits up, but I've been forgetting to split on like every split except gravity. And I've got them hidden, so no. I'll just say no, I'm not really. I've been making a lot of movement mistakes though. I mean, the luck's been pretty good, but my movements, I don't know. Also, that relay fight, that end of it was pretty silly, so. And Fantine was a 4-round, so. Only 3. Got 6, 8. Hopefully a turn doesn't hit me. Good. It's like 1,000, so probably at 1,800 or something, I had to guess. 22. It's probably at half health now, if I had to guess. So, Dragon should probably drop here. Hopefully, we got a lot of ammo. Okay. That was a pretty good fight. I took it a little bit safe at the end there. Because obviously I don't want to die. And I don't want to miss this bomb jump out, so... Okay. So our health is in good shape. The worst part about this is the lack of PBs, but we can farm back up pretty easily at a couple spots. Also, I haven't really been reading chat, so I'm sorry about that. I haven't really seen any questions, really, but I just haven't been paying much attention to it right now, because... at the end of the... I just want to make sure I get through the end of the run pretty well. Make it to Mother Brain.
We're captivated by the tremendous Overfiend commentary.
Thank you. So here, all these guys, it's pretty laggy, but they all have a good chance of dropping PBs, so... Okay, we got 2. I'm actually more used to farming that room with a PB instead of missiles, so that wasn't as good as I could have made it. So gotta do one last grab jump. Oh my god, that was so early. I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, no, that's way too high. Alright, let's try that again after we stop falling off of slopes because of this game's ridiculous mechanics.
Whoa, way up high.
Yeah. Okay, that should be a bit better. Yeah, that was a much better grab jump. Okay. So normally I would PB here to farm these guys, but we're just gonna save it. Alright, good. Wow, 3 supers off the bat. I'm just gonna farm one more time, I think. Okay, we're gonna go. I was trying to fire a super into a mock ball, but I didn't fire. Okay, so I'll try to explain some things. I meant to explain like 14% earlier, so 14% is the percent of... It's the minimum amount of items for beating the game while staying in bounds. Basically means just not using any major glitches. There's actually many item combinations of 14% that can all beat the game in bounds. Currently this happens to be the fastest, and speed happens to be the second fastest out of the 6 or so that exist. Sort of depends on what your criteria of major glitch is as to like how many actually exist, sort of thing, but yeah, the 2 I'm doing for this marathon are currently the 2 fastest. Normally I would kill those with missiles, but I don't have any. I think I got a super out of that though, which is nice. So I'm happy I made it this far at least. So my track record with Torin is actually really good. so far, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, I've basically had the best Torians and runs compared to anybody else. But I'm still probably gonna save a Mother Brain, just because even with how good I am at surviving this area, even I could still like die or like miss a super on Mother Brain 1 or something like that, and you need all this ammo. You need full ammo basically when you get done with Metroids, and not to miss it like an idiot. Yeah. Alright, so we still have 4 supers. That's pretty good entering this room, still. We're grouping them for safety so that we only have to use the minimum amount of ammo for killing these guys. That's not good. Okay, probably gonna have to reload this room now. We're gonna try. If I get... So I can kill these 2 Metroids, and then if they don't drop me what I want, I can reload the room. So yeah, but we're not gonna reload it again, because we should not be shafted here. Actually, I'm gonna kill the first 2, just to be safe. Okay. So yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this category is we have so little ammo, and we need every bit of it before the Metroids all die, because we can't get supers at this point. So all the supers we have are all the supers we're ever gonna get at this point in the run. So you have to make sure you have 10 basically before leaving Metroids, or else your run's dead. This has actually been 51 pace, but because I reloaded the room, it's probably not anymore. At least according to my splits, which I glanced at. But that's fine. It's still a really good run for a marathon, and I haven't touched a lot of these rooms in a while. Yeah, it's a 10-second investment, and I could easily lose the run at some point after those 10 seconds. So by pausing there and reaching the energy station time, we can basically freely move between the stations, and that saves 2 seconds over not pausing. It's a neat little trick the game lets you do. I don't exactly know why it lets you do it, but it does. Alright. Saw that shot coming. So yeah, as you can see, we needed 9-9. We needed 9 missiles, 9 supers to finish off first phase. If any supers missed, or if 2 missiles missed, it was over. And now we need to hit Mother Brain 200 times to finish off this run. And we're going to start with 3 ice shields, point blank. Well, she can't do anything to us. I'm probably not going to say much during this, obviously, so thank you for understanding why. I think I'm at 100, not entirely sure.
So soon you're gonna see Mother Brain start throwing some very mean ketchup. And this part, it just gets really hectic, especially in these low percent categories, because first of all, you have almost no room to get hit. As you saw, Overfiend took one hit there, but that's pretty much all you got. But Mother Brain starts shooting these ketchups. She can shoot the rings right after where you can drop the balls. You can do like any of that like right after shooting. So you really need to be careful, and you have to pretty much react immediately to what Mother Brain is going to do. Because if you don't, Mother Brain is going to catch you slipping, and your run's dead.
Like that. Just kidding.
Hey, you got me.
And there it is. Shooting the ketchup. The thing with when Mother Brain starts shooting the ketchup as well is there's like a really easy sign that you can use if Mother Brain does it. Like when she transitions into that final phase, she can drop like one of those bombs, and if you know you have the correct amount of shots, then she'll do that. She'll drop the ball and then like cock her head back so like you can't really see her neck, and that gives you like 2 seconds to realize that she's gonna start shooting the ketchup. But she can also, not drop anything, and that's why you really need to pay attention to how many shots you're at, because it can just seemingly start at random if she's not doing the right thing.
Yep. Missed a lot of shots there, but that was fine. Lived it.
Just like that, Overfiend handles it like a boss.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, well, the thing is, I could have not saved and then died here, but because I did save, of course, I'm gonna live it, so I can't really, regret that. I sort of needed to do it realistically, so... yeah, I'm honestly not sure what pace is anymore. It might actually still be, around PB pace, hilariously, because I was 13 ahead at ICE, and it was a decent run from then onward. I think I was, minus 25 entering Torian. But my Torian is pretty good in BB. I probably lost, with the save, I probably lost at least 15 seconds compared to it, so this is still, 52 3x, I would guess, at least, which is really, really good. Yeah, the cut... this is still a time that cuts half of people's any percent times, so... Just saying. Just messing around. So last and easiest phase. She dropped a bomb. She dropped 2 bombs.
Dropping the bomb.
She's dropping all the bombs.
That's true.
Right after I say it's the easiest phase, and she keeps doing these enormous head cocks. Jesus. Okay. I was early. Spoiler warning, I've not practiced these rooms in at least a week, so yeah. But to me, they're like some of the easiest in the game. But obviously, how easy they are changes when your heart rate is high. Okay. It's pretty good so far, except for the first room. No. Okay. I made about 3 seconds of mistakes so far based on the timer being 206 and not a high 209. Nice steam. That happened in PB too. Alright, time's coming up, and Joe, you obviously know when to stop this. I'm not going to say really. Yeah, that was +8. 52:30 roughly. It's really good. Couldn't have asked for much better, really.
52:29.
Cool, man.
Nice.
Very nice run.
So yeah, like if this was on my stream, without the save, this would have been like a 1 second PB or something, which, you know, I can do much better anyway. But without the Metroid reload, this was pacing 51 when I was entering Torin, based on my splits. So yeah, that's how you beat the game at a moderate speed with only 14 items without breaking the law. Hope y'all enjoyed. Sorry if I didn't say too much after the first half. Obviously things get a bit more difficult after the first half of the game.
Yeah. So coming up next, we do have Kesna with Metroid Zero Mission. Any percent. I'm just gonna let Overfiend play the credits out and wait until he goes live, and we'll switch on over. You did just see 14% ice, and tomorrow morning at the same time as today. Well, actually, it might be 11 a.m.
Yeah, you have it as
Like-
11 on the schedule.
You will see 14% speed. So look forward to that.
Yeah, I farmed room 4 twice, and the second time I killed the first 2 before killing the third as well, and then I saved before Mother Brain, and I missed a bunch of shots on Mother Brain during red mostly. And then I lost a few seconds in Escape 2. So, with a really good Torian, that would have been 51, which is a good sign. Because I made a lot of mistakes, and Fantoon was a 4-round, and I don't know what else, but I killed Crate the way I'm supposed to, and I got first try CWJ, which doesn't often happen for me.
What's your favorite low percent?
Well, I've only played 2, and I'd say out of both, like, I like that Ice is very simple. I like Speed's niche, like, I like what Speed does, but I do like that Ice doesn't require nearly as much practice as any percent, because by not having Speed Booster or High Jump, like, your movement is simplified, and it actually makes the game easier to get through when you restrict yourself like that. It's just that the bosses are what gets harder in comparison, but the bosses aren't that much harder than any percent is nowadays, so I like the ease of Ice, but I like the uniqueness of Speed, I guess, so that's why I like doing both.
Thank you, and we'll run Overfiend.
No problem. Hopefully,
Okay.
thank you. Hopefully I'll have just as good as a run tomorrow.
Sure you will.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll leave the call. Good luck, Kazuma.
Rollin.
Hello.
Hey, Kazno.
Do I sound okay?
Rollin. Hey, you sound good. Let me just bring this room.